What's up, guys? Yeah, I cut the edges off because the desk is kind of distracting with some of the scaling and all that. Even though I'm using an optical zoom lens, it tends to kind of look funny. So I thought I'd just make it a tiny bit simpler and not do that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing anything right now, and I will be here in just a second. I am still setting up the layout and everything. Trying to detach my chat box here, but it's not letting me, so I'm just gonna put it on my other monitor over here. Not a problem. But yeah, I just cut off the sides so that the desk doesn't show because it's distracting. But let's get to it. Oh, you know what else I forgot to do? One last thing. There we go. I haven't streamed in a couple days, so I'm a little bit rusty on my setup. Trying to remember everything I did for it the other days. Some days are a little bit easier than others. Okay. Let's go to work. So, Hans, how you doing today? Doing good, doing good. It's Tuesday. It's supposed to rain here, I guess. So I'm just enjoying the indoors. Sorry, I don't know if this is moving as much here. Let's just do that. I can hold my page. Hey, thanks for the follow. You know, I'm not seeing my pop-up for that, so I apologize. Thank you, Hans. I appreciate that. Why didn't my alert box pop up? I wonder. That one popped up. That one popped. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just missed it, so I apologize. But thank you, Hans. I appreciate that. Usually supportive. See if I do. Something like that will keep it from. There we go. Trying to keep that from moving quite as much. Yeah, so Ditto's a fun one. One of my favorites. Because he can be any Pokemon. It, he, it, she. And I don't think it has an assigned gender or anything, because he can do anything. But regardless, it's kind of a cool Pokemon. Reminds me of Flubber. I used to really like that movie when I was a kid. Like real little. What year did that come out? 94? So, something like that. Maybe it was 97. Could have been. Hans, do you have a favorite Pokemon? And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I probably am. Let me know. Like, I don't try to. V? Okay. Oh, cool. Alright. Yeah, I like Attack on Titan. That was a good show. Magikarp. Okay. Alright. I was gonna work on this for a little bit. Maybe I'll draw that one next. I haven't drawn a Magikarp. I don't think I've ever drawn a Magikarp yet. So that'd be fun. Draw something new. So why is your favorite Pokemon Magikarp? What made that one your favorite? Everyone hates that one. It makes you sad. Yeah, I don't know. I never really felt that way, but I would look at Magikarp and go, it turns into something great. So it turns into Gyarados, which is a really cool one. There's other Pokemon I don't think are very much liked either. But, like, there's Metapod, Caterpie, but they look cool, I mean, at least. But I feel that way about those sometimes, so. I'm just dropping all my pencils. So I'm not sure how well you're able to see it, but basically what I'm doing is a very light glaze of white that allows me to kind of blend this in and not add too much white to where I can't do more later. So it's just kind of smoothing it out. It's a very light pressure. Still a little bit of pressure though, just to allow it to blend in better. Not so much to where I'm adding so much on I can't keep adding layers. Lady, how's it going? How you been? Thanks for checking out the stream today. with how busy I've been the past couple weeks, I didn't actually think I was going to get on today, to be honest. Have the time in my schedule to enough time to even make it worthwhile, but I'm glad that I did because I've been missing this. How have you been? Yep, pretty good. Sorry about the delay. I've already kind of answered that. But yeah, no, this is definitely my element where I like to work versus a regular job. But I still like my aspects of my regular job too. But it's getting so just stressful. Like I'd like to just worry about the job and not, everything else that comes with it, all the office politics, drama, stuff. Just seems to be a lot of it lately. Just in the world, I feel like. I got friends, family, just all with weird drama, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with it. And that's kind of my job. I work in the mental health and autism field, so it just kind of comes with the territory, I guess. So in short, I feel like I'm burnt out emotionally a lot of times. So it's nice to have a break, and this is my most favorite thing to do. So I love creating things and making things. So this violet pink color, it's 125 in the gold fabric line, goes on the highlights, and then I'm using 136 purple, something kind of purple, and that goes on the darker areas, as I'm trying to create a somewhat realistic 3D effect. But the rest of this needs to look like this, smooth and whatnot. Hopefully I'm not messing up my process a little too much by jumping around, but trying to get the fundamental ideas of reflection and light to look right. And I'm already off a little bit, but you know what? You won't really know 100%, and it's a blob, so you kind of get away with it. The artist, hello, thank you for watching on TikTok. I'd be glad to check out your stuff. Yeah, send me a follow if you haven't. I follow everybody back that has art on their things, similar goals. I try to follow everybody back. Don't hold me to that, guys. But yeah, no, I love checking out everyone's things and supporting everyone's channels and work. The artist, if you're still there, what are you thinking? No, I'll give it a shot, man. What do you think of Ditto? Are you a fan of Ditto? Not a fan? Am I just drawing Pokemon? No, but it seems to catch the most votes and attention for what people want me to do. There's a lot of Pokemon artists out there on, especially on TikTok, and drawing little Pokemon stuff. And there's so many Pokemon now. I remember the original, I think it was 150, and then there was 300, or maybe it was 300 and then it went up from there. I don't remember anymore. But yeah, it's not the only thing I want to draw. I have a commission coming up that I got to work on of it's a horse, and I'm recreating a horse with a kind of an old, just not the best reference, but trying to pull some features from it to try to match what this horse used to look like from way back when. We managed to find some of the pictures, but it's from someone who had a lot of her pictures destroyed in a moving fire. The truck had caught fire, so long time ago. So I'm doing my best to recreate that. I'm currently working on just some mock-up sketches and trying to get the idea of shaping the horse, and I'm not feeling very confident after that. So DBZ Ox also get you stuff. I don't know what that is. Huh. Collab. What are you? I mean, yeah, I do something like that and talk about art. What's yummy chowder? You talking about? You trying to say chatter? Maybe. You know, I haven't done that. I don't know much about it. I'm also streaming from Streamlabs, so I don't know how that works. How that combine, like how you combine those. But yeah, if I might be down for that. Oh, thank you, artist. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know either, but I also don't pay into the ads and promote or anything. I'd really like to. Um, it's just something I haven't kind of gotten around to, but I don't mind building this organically. It's just kind of, for me, it's fun. I just enjoy it. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think I added a little too much saturation here. Let's blend that out. And if I have to, I can pull a little bit up too. But maybe I didn't. It's all experimental, I guess. Oh, gotcha, lady. Yep. Phoenix, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Trying to get this video uploaded. It's like less than 2 minutes on YouTube, and it's taking forever. Yes, I did. The artist, it looks awesome. So you like drawing a lot of anime type things? Is it solely kind of cartoon animated, or is there other things you like to draw as well? I feel like that's one thing I'm not superior at, is anime. I have dabbled in it a little bit, but trying to get perfect lines and portions and everything, it drives me bonkers. I like being able to kind of manipulate shadows and lines and things to get closer to what I want. But yeah, the solid line work, I love it, but it's time consuming. Yeah, when I get downtime every day, I typically look at those I interact with and stuff. So I'll go through more of it and spend some more time on it. But yeah, I did a quick browse, quick browse. But yeah, you do have a lot of followers. That's really cool. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, there's something about, if you get really good at if an art, not you, but if an artist gets really good at doing the black and whites or line work with heavy line work and soft line work, and you can see that depth just from that alone, those kind of basic points, it's really, to me, that's a really great skill. Um, you can do a lot of really amazing things with that, and I've gotten a lot more technical over the years, but I feel like it just doesn't come second nature to me. Like, it's not just quick, and I can get my thick lines, double lines, rough lines that make an image look more 3D and pop a lot more fluently. Not without a reference, anyways. That's where I struggle. Um, there's some things I can do without a reference, but I just need references for, like, sometimes reflections, a little bit. It just takes more practice to get it to look quite right. So, yeah, no, it does. Yep. But you ever see those animators? They go so quickly, and it's like, what? I mean, granted, sketch lines, but still. Yeah, no, drawing animes, comics takes time. That's really cool. Yeah, if I don't have references, it takes me even longer. And most of the time, my references are just for shape, how something reflects off a certain object. Maybe it's texture. maybe it's like certain colors that get mixed in, so I'm looking at those. But I don't really look at references to copy much anymore, and if I do, I'm like copying the basic shape and then I'm doing my own design in it, so I'm redesigning and all that. But I started out by literally doing master copies, and I got like a whole library of those, and then just other art that I like. I'm just like, I'm not worried about the technical. I just want to color something, but I don't like printing it out and trying to make it black and white just to do a coloring page. So I just draw it, and it's not always identical. But if you look around, you'll see my Mandalorian one. But I did like a Skeleton Crew, Spider-Man, Joaquin Phoenix. Those aren't copies. I have a Mandalorian though that is from a Crayola coloring page, but you wouldn't know, probably looking at it. But I don't pass it off as not that. My goal was to see how realistic I could do of coloring on a coloring page. Like how cool I can make something look, basically. I wouldn't say it looks realistic. I wouldn't say it looks flat, though. So either way. How do I live stream? Well, I have Streamlabs, which has been handy. And then I do a multi-stream, so I'm on YouTube and on TikTok as well, and Twitch. Most of my following is on Twitch as far as who interacts the most. My most interactions come from Twitch. And I guess TikTok too, but TikTok's hit and miss. Some days I have nothing from TikTok, but I get the most from Twitch. So it goes back and forth. And then I have a DSLR camera on an overhead that goes to my drawing. It's not the most perfect setup, and I have a lot of work to do to get this even better. But I think eventually when I get a little bit more material support, I need to make some things. I need to earn money at some point. But again, I'm doing this because I love it, not because I'm in it to make money. If the money comes, great. That's the whole idea. And yes, I do commissions, but I don't take so many that I'm overwhelmed, and I'm not rushing them out. I'm not mass producing, doing prints of those commissions. Most of my commission work is for individuals who want a specific kind of piece of art in their help. So I've maybe done, let's see, I did 1, 2, 3. I've done about 3 in 6 months. Oh, 4. I've done 4 in about 6 to 7 months. So, yeah, I don't focus a lot on commissions. I do smaller pieces for commission, like some commission work. This one I'm spending a really too long of a time on. It's just I'm enjoying the tranquility of blending colors. But I'm about to switch over and work on a magic card. I didn't think this one was going to take as long, and the only reason why it is because I am working on getting it to look a certain smoothness so that when you flip through, you're like, holy cow, that looks real, almost. I didn't want it to look flat, is all. So, with some of my other works, let's see if I can, that I've kind of done. I've got Bulbasaur, and then, I think that's a random sketch. There we go. I did Danny the other day. I don't know how to pronounce that one, to be honest, but I like it. I like this one. This one's second evolution. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun with these. And we did Arcanine, or Arcanine. Let's see, make sure I get that framed here. I cut off the sides on the left and right of my screen because the desk is just distracting. But yeah, I had fun with that one. Experimenting a little bit. And then we did a really, really round oddish. Call that Cherish because it looks like a cherry instead. I don't know. But just kind of for fun. So, let's see. Someone brought up Magikarp. We could do that one. Give that one a whirl. Let's see here. I'll do an actual portrait of one. Now comes the hard part. Should I do it from memory? I don't think it would look very good. But I totally can try. I'm not a huge fan of from memory, but on everything, unless I've drawn it a lot. Yeah, so the artist, you should be able to, you should have the live start icon, and I'm not sure if you're missing it, what technical things you need to do, but I'm sure there's some things out there for it. Yeah, from memory would be crazy. I get the idea of the basic shapes, but I mean, like, I'd be way off, I feel like. Sorry guys, I'm getting a text out real quick. I apologize. Okay, I got an idea. I derived a small reference, nothing special, but it gives me a tiny bit of an idea of what I want to do for layout, so we'll go with that. Versus the alternative. What pencil do I want to use? I'll use my sketching pencil. I always use this one. Sure, that's. I want to go with that. Kind of reminds me of a football. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go landscape with this one, so I can get all the detail I want in there. And we'll color it, maybe. All right, let's see how much higher I need to go here. Get that squared up. Pull up my magic eraser. I use Need Eraser for holding this up here for now. It has been working surprisingly well. Just takes a minute to get it placed. But yeah, I like it. Works out nicely. Okay. Oh yeah, this will be better. Let's see what we got here. So, lady, I put your name in the corner here. That means you referenced this Pokemon for today, so pretty good. I don't remember a match card has sort of like tentacle whisker things that come out of here. But I'm gonna add some anyways. So I think that'll look kind of neat. I know what I'm doing wrong here. I know this looks funny. I agree. I don't quite have my perspective correct on this. So let's change up some things. Because it's the body that's kind of doing it for me. The perspective doesn't look right, so it's throwing everything else off. And this is where patience comes in. Alright, let's get the perspective right. Because I think once we get the perspective right, it'll look a little better. I'm going to lower this just a tiny bit here. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough desk space. we go. Let's raise that corner up a tiny bit. Is that or my camera's crooked? Maybe I'm crooked. Okay. So it's gonna be turning a little bit, so I have to make this. This is why I was struggling with everything. I'm not getting a lot of perspective on this correct, so that sometimes you just have to start over and go until it comes together. You find it. Okay. I don't know where I want the eyes on this. I'm gonna go with something like that first. Let's do something like that. Something like that. Let's make it. Let's see, and then he's got maybe a bottom dorsal fin. I'm not sure how I'm liking this 100%, but I think it's gonna get there. We gotta change this a little bit. It's a little close to the eye. Draw my eraser. Recovered. Yes, Ernesto, it's so true. Have you seen those artist animator desks? They got like stuff on the sides, like shelves, cabinets, everything. Large drawers for all their papers. I was like, oh man, I could use that, but I'd still run out. So far, everything I've gotten that I thought would be helpful has just gets consumed with more stuff. So, yep. It is so true. I think Magikarp is face heavy, isn't he? Nah, it's got like almost no chin. Very very round Pokemon. There we go. It comes together. So now we just go through and outline everything we like about it. Go with that. Those two eyes are too close together. Let's fix that. Because, yeah, Magikarp kind of has this wider bridge. nose. So let's put your eye over this far. We'll just kind of. This is what's fun about sketching. Eventually you'll find out what you want to do with it. Eventually. So, starting to come together a little bit. Oh, sorry, I did that. In frame, because I'm distorting it. rotate at all. I mean, I think it's starting to look like Magikarp. But I can see where I can improve this just a tiny bit. After stepping back a little, improve that. I think I want this to look like almost like a shell in the front. We're making a not so helpless Magikarp. It's gonna be awesome. His main power would be just as useless as the other one. Intimidate. That's, I don't know. Just having fun with that idea. But cooler. It's a Magikarp, but cooler. Alright, so we got our angry-ish Magikarp. Where's my Classic Eraser? Just clean this up a tiny bit. We gotta add in his scales. Okay, do you guys see it? Kind of. I know I do. Let's see. I got it. So it comes down. Alright, let's adjust this tail just a tiny bit. It's a tiny bit oversized. I dropped something again. Oh. Yeah, so the whole idea is you keep going until you find the lines that work. That's sketching, I guess. Eventually you find them, you see it. So get comfortable with erasing. That's okay. And if I were drawing this 15 times a day, it would almost be kind of perfect. Like there wouldn't be hardly any issue with trying to figure out some of this, but I'm also doing some of it from memory here, so some of it. Kind of just going off what I think is going to look cool now. Easy idea. So, can you guys see kind of where I've gone with this? Echo, thank you so much. It's a work in progress. um, just sketching it today, I guess. It's come together. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so not everything's going to be 100% perfect all the time when you sketch, but that's what makes things unique and allows you to experiment a little bit. I feel like, and you kind of can develop some really cool things with the concept. So alright, now that we have it, I don't know if I should ink it. I don't feel like inking it. Should I go black and white or color? Like, I'm fine with color. I'm fine with black and white too. Which I think would make it look really cool being mostly black. And then with a little bit of white highlights. And that tan as the mid-tone. I think would look really neat. So, that's my thoughts on that. But let's do it. Alright, so I'm going to use colored pencil. Where are all my colored pencils? Have I packed them up? Alright, I have a black or two here. I'm just going to use Faber-Castell, Gold Faber black, a little bit white, and I might come up with some, I might use red in there as well. So it might look kind of like a shiny Magic Card pencil then. Although I think red would look really cool with a black background, so like mostly dark down here, red and orange up here. Ah, this is so hard. So hard to decide what I want to do. I got Stadler, I'll grab that red. Oh, okay, there's a red. I will need it. That's white. No, I have an orange. Where's my orange? Alright, I gotta go find some of my pencils here. How did I get so many black Gold Fabers? It's fine with me. It's fine with me. The more the better. Oh. Oh. There's my pencil case. That must be where it's at. Huh. I swear, I just had an orange out. I guess I have a tan, but alright, let's look in the big drawer. I want to use Crayola. It's not in this one either. That makes no sense. Very interesting. I'll have to figure out where my other coloring pencils went. Oh, I bet I know where this might be. That's so weird not to have a single orange. Oh well. Okay. That's so odd. Alright, so let's do something a little different. Guys, I'm still here. Thanks for being patient. I am looking for something specific here. Got red Sharpie. Okay, let's see how this goes. See how we like it. Alright, where did... Yes, carp, carp, carp. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna do something a little different I haven't done for a while, and let's use my brush pens, and then we'll go over a pencil where we need to. So that's the plan. Got my reds and my blacks. So that means I could outline this a little bit too. I haven't decided if that's what I want to do or not. So, I don't know if I'd be doing it worthy or not. I'm going to take off some of the top layer of lead here so it doesn't bleed too much into my colors. I don't know if that's going to be too dark for me or not. I feel like it's going to a degree. I have a lighter one. Let's see, I might have an ochre. So yeah, I just close my lid. Yeah, there we go. That'll work better. So that seems like a lot of weird smearing, but that's okay. I promise. That's where we can smear it. Alright, I'm gonna end up reworking this area, overworking this area too much if I don't pick something else here to do. And it's not bleeding through, so I'm safe. I usually put another. I have a spare sheet somewhere. usually in my book, but not lately. I know it seems weird. What are you working on? What part is that? So. You do have to be generous and careful when using these, but I just love the way the color and everything is really nice. And I do this so that it doesn't stay too blotted. And I get rid of lines that way. But I feel like there's like some sort of shellac in this ink, so when you go to put down a layer, the rest of your layers will want to smear more. And I typically use bullet point journals, the Lichterm 1917 bullet journals, because they have a shellac on there, and this ink smears really nicely to where it dries quick, but it still has a second to smear it so that you can really blend in some things. I've done some pretty decent realistic portraits with that. So, where did I put mine? Have I never opened this pack? I wonder how long I've had this. I used to always have ink on my hands and whatnot. I didn't really used to use colored pencil all that much. Here and there, but not as much. So. I would use nothing but these, but I think today I'm going to do I'm going to use the black and gray ones, and we're going to set the tone here. It's going to look really cool. Still really wet. I'm gonna let that dry just a tiny bit more. It's not water, it's ink. It just, this paper is not drying it very quickly. So that's kind of where we're at. So there you go. Now you get that kind of nice little, almost gradient there. It's very subtle, but right here in the kind of like the mouth region is the idea there. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then for the tongue needs to be a little bit more on the like pink, because this is going to be this color. So we just got to add a little bit of tone to it. And it does really well. Oh gosh. It's fun. Just keep knocking stuff over. Can't you feel it? So I just realized, I think there's a curve that comes down here. Like from its lip. It goes like that. Something like that. And I kind of want to incorporate that, so that's what we're going to do. That's something a bit more interesting. So you can kind of see how that's rendering out. The way I started this out years ago is I just focus on putting the colors where they need to go. It didn't matter how sloppy it was. It didn't matter. I just try to get as close as I can to the shape and splotch. And then eventually you start piecing together all the little details. So, slightly different process, but yeah, that's essentially what I did. Yeah, let's do the sort of lips portion here first. So this paper is a little hard. I don't get a ton of smearing, but I get enough. I mean, ultimately, I'd like a lot more, but it's alright. mean, I guess you can see where it's going, right? And then I wonder if I have the saturation up too much on the screen, but I don't know. Alright guys, we're approaching lunch, so just kind of a forewarning. If you're still watching, I will be ending at 1:30 today. Because I have to go eat. Got a lot of stuff going on. Very busy, you know, being not famous and all. That was humor. In case anyone was wondering. And then I'll go in and add highlights and everything too. So it'll hopefully look just really cool. No idea what it's gonna come out like. It's an experimenting process. Experimental. Yeah, I can't talk. I'm hungry. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I have no idea when I'll be on next. Let me think here. Because I want to say tomorrow. I'm trying to think what I have going on in the morning. I have some meetings. That's mostly what I'm busy doing nowadays is meetings. So I will take a look at that and what I have coming up next. I might be on tomorrow. A little bit somewhere in there at that time. I gotta think, when will I be on next? Okay, let me look at my schedule. Okay, so I have one morning appointment. Looking at maybe 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be on again. And then we'll continue drawing Magikarp here. We'll see how my version does. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I want it to turn out cool, so hopefully it does. Hopefully it looks really neat. I have some ideas that I might want to incorporate a little bit into this Magikarp, but it's not turning out like a sketch, like a quick one day, couple hour sketch. This is a little bit beyond that. I gotta work on maybe doing some smaller ones. But I think it's gonna look really cool when it's all done, so we'll get there. And I feel like it looks useless, but it's got intimidation factor, so that's my thought with it. Its move is Intimidate, just as useless as Splash when it comes to Pokemon. But I like it. You know, you're gonna like to hate it, hate to like it, whatever. Something like that. That's why Lady Goo said she, you know, mentioned that particular Pokemon. Oh wait, hold on a second. I got this backwards. It was Hans. Or V that came on Match Card. Lady, I'm so sorry. We'll have to come up with one that you like too. I don't know how I messed that up, but it's like cut off in my chat, so my apologies. It was Hans. Lover that likes Magikarp. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been doing that this whole time. So, embarrassing, but Hans will make this look cool. You said you didn't like it because everyone seems to hate Magikarp, and that makes you sad. But yeah, I had this cut off, and so that's my bad. I only saw the bottom part. I got so lost in where I was with that. But, yeah, so let me correct that on here. Because I want to make sure I have it right for later. But hey, lots of shout out to Lady. So, on Twitch. The Twitch logo. There we go. Alright, a little better. That's an embarrassing mistake. You guys must not have been watching to tell me I was wrong about that or something. Ha. Hilarious. Hey, Butthead, how's it going? Always great to see you as I'm about to end my stream, dude. Alright, is this your lunchtime? Is that why I catch you right as I'm about to end? Yeah, so it looks like I should be able to be on tomorrow after 10 for a bit. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, I'll be on again tomorrow at 11, hopefully. I have meetings all morning. Sometimes things go as planned, and sometimes they don't. And then I'll try to go a little bit longer past 1:30. We'll just see what I have time for and whatnot. So... But yeah, good deal. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. You'll have to watch the stream and watch me mess up the names of crediting who came up with Magikarp, because I thought it was Lady for the longest time because my chat's cut off, and I was looking at the last text by, looks like Haynes Lover or Hans Lover or whatever. Her name's V. Wait, hold on. His name, her name? I have no idea. But V. And it was cut off right at, I saw Magikarp because everyone seems to hate them. It makes me so sad. And then it said Lady Goo, so I thought it was Lady Goo for some reason for a while, and I never caught myself. So, anyways, most embarrassing mistake. But Lady's on all the time. We'll do another Pokemon with her request, so, or another drawing of a creature like Pokemon even with her request. Will be fun. But it'll be interesting to see the color aspect of this and where it comes to. It's a little bit more saturated on the screen versus what I see in person. It looks a little more muted, kind of like an old rustic look. But either way, I think it's going to look really neat and be pretty cool. So it'll give it a really cool look. But it'll be a useless Pokemon with Intimidate powers. So, anywho, alright guys, I gotta go eat or I'm gonna get sick because unfortunately that's the way my body works. I have to eat at a certain time or I end up feeling nauseous. So if any of you can relate, you know what I'm talking about. But I wish everyone well. Have a great day. Work hard.